What is up, everybody? My name is LAG and welcome to another video, and today we are going to be talking about the regular show series finale, okay? Oh my god, I don't even know where to start, man, because this shit was the most emotional thing I have seen all of 2017, being that it's only the first month of 2017 and there's not many emotional things I have to go through at the moment, but this one was the one, bro. So for those of you that have not seen this is going to be a spoilers review. I'm going to talk spoilers in this one. Also, for those of you that did watch the series finale, let me mind you that the series finale was cut into 3 parts, I believe. It was cut into the first part where they made like the Blu-rays and shit. It was cut into the second part where they were preparing for Anti-Pops, and then it cut into the third part where they actually fought Anti-Pops and that whole toboggan went down. So I'm going to be reviewing that entire clump as a whole, and I'm just going to go over it real quick before I actually give my thoughts on it. There were many pros, and then cons. I'm just going to talk about regular show in general, maybe, because I do have some cons for the finale, but I do want to give my thoughts on the actual show itself, being that this is its final run-through. So, as I go say that, let me just say regular show has been a great part of my life, and I'm very glad to be doing this review, and very glad to be telling you it's quite a positive one. So without further ado, let me just get right to the motherfucking point. So, oh my god, where do I even start? It first starts out with Pops all sad because he's like, oh, I'm gonna have to fight Anti-Pops, and then they try to cheer him up by saying that we can store all of our great memories in this one thing. And the DVD guy and the Blu-ray girl, I believe they were in like a previous episode. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not recall them. I have not seen them in a while. It's been too long, and I did fall off a regular show for like a couple seasons because the whole Margaret and Cloudy J thing just got out of hand, and I was getting so fucking annoyed. But they are previous people, and they came and they made them a Blu-ray set basically of their entire series, which was fucking lit, and then they buried it like a time capsule inside the park. So that was the first portion of the episode, which was kind of boring, but whatever. And then, I can't remember if it was the second portion or the first portion, but the whole squad came back and had a party. The Baby Guardians. I forget the dude's name, but like the one that's like the assistant of the Baby Guardians or something. That guy. Death. Fucking Party Unicorn, bro. Like it was so cool, bro. And the squad was there, and then Pops was crying like, yo, the whole squad is here, and my name is Pops. Oh, that's exactly what he was doing, and it was giving me the fucking feels, bro. I was getting the feels. And then when they actually had to go fight Anti-Pops, they found out that Pops has his own race, and that's like the whole thing. If there's anything I do have to complain about, is that, you know, like, it's really not a big deal. Like, if you want to be like hella nitpicky, it's like, oh, they kind of rushed the whole Pops thing, because they kind of did, because it felt last minute. The whole like regular show in space thing, it felt like the whole Anti-Pops and the Chosen One and this and that. I feel like it was ordered pretty well in this episode, but at the same time, it had to be scrunched in this episode. But with what they had and what they had to do with the time they had, they did pretty well. They did explain the whole like Pops and the ancient battles and the fact that this happens every like couple thousands of years and stuff like that. So that was pretty dope. I'm glad they were able to formulate it correctly in that sense. But also, let me go to the matter that they were like, oh, let's set all the traps. That's when I knew. That's when I was like, I knew that wasn't gonna work. Okay, it's cool. It was a cool idea, and it was cool to cheat, but at the same time, it didn't work. And it went okay. It was weird seeing Pops like trying to let go of his like code, like his moral is like he doesn't like to be ungentlemanly, and seeing him like be like, okay, we can cheat to save the universe, that was like, damn. And that's when I knew it wasn't gonna work, and it didn't work at all because they used the traps and the shit didn't work. And that's when the second portion comes up, and that's when the big toboggle happens. And apparently, I believe this was a previous villain, but the screaming guy, like the big robot or whatever his name was, I don't think it was a big robot, but he was like the streamers, like Mordecai and Rigby. They acted as if they knew them from before. And then DVD and Blu-ray came back. I'm surprised that they chose those specific people. I guess in all of Rigby and Mordecai's battles and adventures, that just happened to be the biggest and most fearsome enemy they ever faced. So I guess it does make sense for them to be in this episode, but it's quite interesting to see them pick literally like a very select character to be showcased in this in this thing. But it was really cool seeing the whole squad come up and help Pops when they all rolled up, and baby guardians, damn, what's the dude's name? Fuck, man, I forget the guy's name. No, I forget his name. I'll look at it while I have the chance. But the baby guardians, the assistant on baby guardians, the baby ducks, bro. When the baby ducks came and they like made their little Voltron thing, I was so happy. You do not even understand, man. Like, Shortstop, was his name Shortstop? I believe his name was Shortstop. I remember him as Shortstop. So if his name was Shortstop, that's lit, because Shortstop came back. He was alive. Well, he's not alive, but like he was a clone or something, and I found that to be a very kind of funny, like kind of cliche sci-fi thing. So that was dope. They all came back. The whole squad came through the cut, and they made the Baby Duck Extreme Machine. And it just reminded me of like the episode with like the Evangelion intro parody. That was come on, bro. You can't even hate. The battle was lit. When Pops was I kind of skipped this part, but when Pops was fighting, well, no, I didn't really skip it, but when Pops was fighting hand-on with Anti-Pops and they like had their shirts off, I was like, yo, am I watching a Dragon Ball fight right now? Like, what is this, man? What is this? And so the entire fight was really cool. The baby guardians, not the baby guardians, the Voltron thing, everyone had their turn. Even Party Unicorn was there. It was dope. It was dope. And then after all of that debacle, Pops goes like Mega Ultra Super Saiyan Kurama mode ×4 Sage of the 6th Pass, having that like, and then same with Anti-Pops. They both just went SSJ 7 God blue green hair. Like it was crazy. They didn't actually have blue green hair. You get the point. But they ended up clashing, and what they were going to do when they clashed, they said in the prophecy that it resets the universe every single time. But that is exactly what was going to happen, and Anti-Pops was about to erase the universe and erase all the stuff that happened and just reset it. So everything that he did erase in time, and he did succeed in that regard. But Mordecai and Rigby jumped through mid while they were doing it. So when he erased it, Mordecai and Rigby didn't exactly get affected, but Benson and like Skips and everyone else did get affected. So it was so cool because they got teleported back to the first episode. They got teleported back to the first episode, and then Rigby was like, yo, I remember this. I don't understand why Rigby was able to remember and Mordecai wasn't, but that's besides the point. Rigby was able to remember. He got that time capsule Blu-ray, made Mordecai touch the thing. They remembered. They saw everyone was still like disappearing, and they were like, they used the piano. Oh my god, bro. They used the piano to get back to the motherfucking future. That is cray-cray. That oh my god. They used the piano. They were like, let us go to the future. I was like, hello, Jesus. I was hyped. I was hyped. That shit had me. So, as that happened, they got back to the future and they were able to stop Anti-Pops. And Pops, he was going through like weird dimensions. It was really weird. And like he came back in his regular form while getting kicked back into like another dimension or whatever. He came back in his regular form and he was flying through the regular show letters. And I was like, yo, crazy, bro. I was like, this is crazy, man. And then Pops, like the animation honestly looked like a final battle. It looked like last episode animation. Like that's how quality this shit looked. He extended his arms and he gave Anti-Pops a hug, and like the power of friendship and the good sportsmanship Pops has finally came to fruition. He was able to use it to the way he wanted to use it, but at the same time he had to sacrifice himself. And I don't know if you recognize this. I did not recognize this the first time, but I did recognize this the second time I watched it. You can see really quickly at the very end, it is the thumbnail of this video actually. You can see really quickly at the very end of Pops holding Anti-Pops to get pushed into the sun or whatever. You can see that Anti-Pops hugs Pops back. You can see it for a quick second. You don't really see it a lot. It's literally less than a second, but you can see it. He hugs Pops back and he feels sympathy for and wrong for what he's done. And that's when I was like, no, bro, how the fuck are you gonna do this, man? Anti-Pops is weak. Throw his ass. But Pops is too kind, bro. Pops is too kind, and he actually died. He actually died. This ain't no Big Hero 6 bullshit where Baymax comes back to life and everyone's happy and jolly and it's fucking Disney all over again. No, bro. Pops died. My nigga Pops died. Oh my god, it was so sad. And I would just say, bro, I was really disappointed with this season as a whole, because it was just hella boring. I was like, I was getting annoyed, bro. They had like the little canon episodes. I thought it was kind of stupid. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the most cliche bullshit in the world. And let me just say, I underestimated you, JG Quintel, if that's how you pronounce your name, bro. Oh my god. Fucking legendary, bro. One of Cartoon Network's best shows. One of Cartoon Network's best fucking shows, dude. If I had to give this like a scale from 1 to 5, I'd definitely give it like a 4. If I had to do it like a scale from 1 to 10, definitely give it like, push that 9.3. Dude, oh my god, that shit was crazy. And then whatchamacallit, and then they had like a little time lapse type of thing, and Rigby like it was low-key confusing with some people. Like I understood Skip was immortal and he chilled at the park. Muscle Man and Starline had like hella babies. I don't even think Mordecai got with Margaret or Cloudy J. I think he just I mean, it kind of makes sense, but at the same time I think he like legit found a new person, and he was like a fat fuck, bro. Mordecai was fat and lonely. He was fat and lonely, and then he like saw this new girl, but then like when the time like lapsed all the way, he wasn't with that girl anymore. So oh my god, my man Mordecai got curved left and right his whole entire life. This man just took L's. He took L's. He took L's the entire motherfucking time. Oh my god. I can't believe this. My man Rigby though, got with Eileen. He kissed her on the motherfucking spot. It was... That's what happens when a good character goes to space, bro. That's what happens when Eileen goes to space and Margaret and Cloudy J don't get to go to space, because they fucked the series, bro. They fucked the series. Whatchamacallit? And then who else? What else happened? Pops died, and then his father, he ended up dying as well, which is also pretty sad, even though he was like low-key the dick. Benson became like god of the park. He got like new employees. One of them was like a rat or something. I can't remember. And then he got a wife as well, I believe. And then they got a bunch of dogs and shit, or cats. I can't remember. They got a bunch of pets. High Fives had a girlfriend, bro. Oh my god, I love this show. I'll say this though. I'll say this. You can tell the show abandoned shit, man. You can tell they abandoned shit. I don't know what happened exactly, because I didn't watch this portion, but they abandoned Thomas, fam. They abandoned Thomas, and unless Thomas died, which I'm pretty sure he didn't die, but like whatever happened to Thomas, they abandoned his ass. Whatever happened to Margaret, they abandoned. No, they didn't really abandon Margaret. I'll say this, okay? Margaret, like they really tried to push her to the side. Like she was there, but they really tried to push her to the side. Like it was obvious that Mordecai got over her. Margaret, like if anything happened in like the time lapse thing, it was just Margaret being friends with Eileen. Like that was it. Oh, and Margaret and not Margaret. Hello, Rigby and fucking Eileen had a kid. My guy, bro, my guy. Not like I said, 9.3 for this finale. The finale was really good. If there was anything wrong with the finale, it was because of the series as a whole. It's not really the finale's fault. It's just the series goes on, and you don't really know what to do with the series as you're going along with it. So you just try your best at stuff, and ultimately it just fucks you in the ass. And that's how it works when it comes to that shit. But with all that said, that is my regular show series finale review. I did enjoy it very much, and if you guys have a different opinion on it, or you have the same opinion, whatever you feel like saying, please tell me in the comments down below, because I do want to hear your thoughts on the matter as well. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please click that like button down below, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can click that subscribe button for more anime, gaming, and more reviews alike. My name is Ali G, and I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Deuces.